Good afternoon, Facebook family and friends, YouTube and Instagram. Good afternoon. Honey Bear Catherine here, coming to you on a Wednesday afternoon hump day instead of the morning. Why is that, you may ask? Well, I don't know. Could it be that I overslept this morning? And before I knew it, my granddaughter was here, and so I had to wait until later in the day to do my live. So here I am. How has everyone's hump day been? Mine has been busy. It has been peaceful and busy. And it just has been wonderful. I would like to give a shout out to my granddaughter, Michaela, who was just marvelous with all we had to deal with today. She just came through it like a trooper. We had to work through some interesting events here in my building, and Michaela did wonderfully well. She listened. She was a big girl. She just did well. So thank you, Michaela, for doing so well. Over the weekend, I went to a family event. My niece, Dylan, who is the granddaughter of my sister, she graduated from high school. So we went down to Pennsylvania to watch her graduation. And I ran into a lot of family there. I got to see my brother Walt that I haven't seen for a couple of years, and it was wonderful to see him, and his wife Zanine, and just so many other different people. And I met a lot of my nephew Jimmy's in-laws. So it was a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I got to see my wonderful, wonderful Olivia, my other granddaughter, and she was just a dream. She is such a wonderful, wonderful girl, Olivia is. And she wanted a particular gift item that I had given out to Dylan. So I sent it to her, and she loves it. She loves the gift. So anyway, life has been wonderful. Life has been beautiful. And I'm wearing some different glasses. Yes, I am. I don't know if I like them or not. I don't know how they, how it works. But I'm going to get new glasses. Normally you see me in sunglasses. These are like a cross between sunglasses and regular glasses. And I'm going to be getting some new glasses because actually I broke my glasses, and I was kind of looking towards something like this. You can send me a comment, yay or nay. Do these glasses work or not? I'm not quite sure. So, looking for comments as to how they work. Anyway, what are we talking about today? Well, I don't know if any of you know this, but June is Men's Mental Health Month. Yes. June is Men's Mental Health Month. You know, we don't very often talk about the mental health of men. We just kind of expect them to be strong, expect them to be the backbone, expect them to just shoulder everything that occurs. And yeah, he wants to come out too. And that's what they do. When they are disturbed, they don't say anything. They just let it roll. They bear up in what they bear up in. Anytime you touch your screen, that's what happens. But they bear up in what is bothering them instead of getting it out. And so that's why we have a lot of men who have depression. They resort to drinking. They do violent things because they're working out their frustrations, which, by the way, kids do also. When kids get frustrated, they sometimes do things that tend toward the violent, but it doesn't look violent because they're kids. But when we get frustrated as human beings, we tend to act out. and that's the kind of thing that we find that men do. And like I said, kids do it as well. So if your child is acting out, they might be frustrated by something, so pay attention. But we're talking about men now. Men tend to do things that would be considered manly, but they are acting out. So recognize that this, excuse me, is Men's Mental Health Month, and also Sunday is Father's Day. So because I think everyone should be celebrated, because frankly, Father's Day isn't really celebrated either. Oh yeah, fathers are recognized. Here's your tie, guy. Have a good day, But for mothers, we get the royal treatment. Mothers do for Mother's Day. But this is Father's Day on Sunday. And this is Mental Health Month. So Bingo Under the Stars is recognizing men. And so is Honey Bear Catherine's Haven is recognizing men. So on tomorrow, which is Thursday, we are honoring men in Bingo Under the Stars. And on the podcast on Friday, we are honoring men in Honey Bear Catherine's Haven. So our men, if you are in VR or you want to come on mobile, on your phone, on your computer top or anything, come join us, because men are going to be the discussion. What bothers you? What things are you happy about? What things are you sad about? What things do you wish were better? Just whatever men want to discuss is what we will be discussing in the podcast on Friday, because men are important too. So join us on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern in Honey Bear Catherine's Grand Pavilion. Yeah, I got a Grand Pavilion. That's where Honey Bear Catherine's Haven podcast is located, on the first floor of Honey Bear Catherine's Grand Pavilion. Join us as we honor men, speak on the topics that men find important. So whatever men want to discuss on Friday, that is what we will be discussing. So come on out, men, and we want to honor you and acknowledge you. So come on out. And on Thursday in Bingo Under the Stars, and that's at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, and 6 p.m. Pacific Time. The prize that Long Duck and I are working on is geared toward you. So, and I haven't named it yet. I will be doing that tonight. As we finish it up, I will name it. And so the prize, it's a great one. Our featured asset is geared toward you. So come out to Bingo Under the Stars, 9 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, and Honey Bear Catherine's Haven podcast, located in Honey Bear Catherine's Grand Pavilion, on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So we honor you, gentlemen, men. We absolutely love you, and we want you to be happy too. So that is what we're doing then. And what else are we going to discuss here? The importance of letting go. Sometimes there are things that bother us. Sometimes there are people who shouldn't be in our lives. And sometimes people just need to not be there. We need to let them go. And we discussed that in the podcast over in Club Room on Monday evening, letting go. Sometimes people can be caustic in our lives, but we love them. We have to let them go, because we have to acknowledge our own mental health. We have to acknowledge what is good for us, and We have to take care of ourselves. Yes, we love other people. Yes, we want to be in them to be in our lives. But if they are caustic in your life, if they are causing you to, every time you're around them, it makes you feel, it makes you not feel so comfortable, so draining. They drain you. If you're around somebody who drains you, you don't need them in your life, regardless of who they are. I try and stay away from situations and people who drain me. And I don't care who they are. If they drain me, I stay away from them. And I've learned that over the years. I didn't always do that. I always tried to make it better, always tried to keep the peace. But when people, when I can sense their negativity, I can sense they don't want to be around me, I stay away from them, because I have to watch out for my own mental health. As we get older, we should understand that our lives are important too. You know, you see people who age before their time. They look older than they should. Why? Because they have a lot of stress and a lot of mental anguish. Oh, maybe they may be abusing substances also, maybe because of that. And that is something that they need to take care of. So if you are going through that, if you don't seek help, because everybody doesn't want to seek the help of a counselor or somebody like that. Everybody doesn't want to do that. But do a little introspection on yourself and find out what is causing you to feel like that. Why would you want to be around people who cause you such anguish, such feel so negative about yourself? And I mean, you might as well just slap yourself if you're going to do that, because you know that's the damage that you're causing. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that. So look into yourself and ask yourself, why am I letting this person have so much influence on my life? You know, you don't need it. You don't need it. I personally am an empath, and I can sense things from people. I can sense when their presence is negative. And sometimes it makes me physically ill. It really, really does. It makes me physically ill. When I was in Pennsylvania this weekend, after the party was over, I was sick. I was physically ill because I could sense the negativity in the room. Although I had a great time, it was wonderful. Thank you, Michelle and James, my nephew and my niece, for putting on the party for your daughter. But there were some negative vibes in the room, very negative vibes in the room, and it came through to my core. I felt it, and I was sick most of the night. I was at my sister's. Thank you, Karen, for letting me stay at your house. My sister Karen let me stay at her house over the weekend, and Snuggles and I had a great time with my sister. But there were negative vibes in there, and I don't often, and one of the reasons I don't often go to a lot of things where I know that there are negative people, but I didn't know everybody who was going to be there. But I sensed the negativity in the room, and oh my gosh, it was just too much for me. And it made me physically ill. I was ill all evening. I didn't get better until, I think it was Sunday evening. I was finally able to eat something without feeling really sick. So it had nothing to do with the party, because the party was fantastic. It was just that some of the people there were they were kind of negative, and I sensed it, and it came through to me. I can feel things, and sometimes that's a blessing. A lot of times it's a curse. A lot of times it's a curse, but that is one of the gifts that God has given me, and I do appreciate it, because it helps me to wade through people. But anyway, that's what happened. But forgive people. Forgiveness is best for you, because if you don't forgive people, that is something that eats away inside of you. That's why I bear no ill will against anyone. People have done things to me in the past. I have forgiven them. I don't hold anything against anybody, because all hatred and holding things against people, all that works against your body, your mind, your soul, your whole being. You don't want things like that weighing you down. So if someone has done something to you, forgive them, move on, and you don't need to keep them in your life. You just let them go. That's what you do. So anyway, that is all I'm going to say about that. I'm sitting out on my balcony. If you can't tell, I'm outside. It's a great day in the neighborhood. It always is when you open your eyes. Today is Wednesday, another hump day. And I hope you join us tomorrow evening at Bingo Under the Stars at 9 p.m. Eastern. And I have figured out how I can drop property to you. So we will still be giving out prizes. Eventually we're going to run out. But we are now in the club room. We are in club room on Monday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern. 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific. We are in club room on Monday evenings. So join us there, where we will discuss a topic. It's a beautiful room. It's cozy, and we discuss a lot of things over in club room. So club room, Monday evenings, 8 p.m. Meta Horizon World, Honey Bear Catherine's Grand Pavilion, Friday evenings at 8 p.m. Bingo Under the Stars, Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Bingo is still going on. So join us at any one of those things. I would love to see you. Come up to me, say hello, introduce yourself. If you don't belong to any of the groups, you can join them. On Facebook, we have Bingo Under the Stars group. You can, Bingo Under the Stars, I think it's Bingo Under the Stars Trimesh 2.0. That might be the name of the group on Facebook. On the podcast name is Honey Bear Catherine's Haven on Facebook. So you can join either one. You can join. I usually approve people immediately unless you're under 18. If you're under 18, I can't approve you. But I will approve you if you are over 18. So that's where you find out all of the information that's going on in Bingo Under the Stars and in Honey Bear Catherine's Haven podcast. And in Honey Bear Catherine's Haven in general, there's a bunch of things underneath that I will start posting about. So enjoy the rest of your day. Wednesday hump day. Have a great dinner. What are you having for dinner? If you want to put pictures under here of what you're having for dinner, I'd love to see it. I'm not sure what I'm having. Hopefully something good, but I'm not sure. Anyway, if you want to put pictures, and let me say hello to Sharon. Let's say hello to Linda and Karen. Great to see you all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining. And if you want to join any of those groups, please feel free. I can send you an invite, and we are friends on all of those. I can send you... Oh, KK! Hey, KK! Hey, good to see you, KK! See, on here, I don't know who people are in VR because their government name is on here. So I don't know who they are. KK, good to see you. KK is a great friend of mine in virtual reality, which we go into Meta Horizon Worlds and all the worlds and games that we have in there. So thank you, KK, and welcome. So I am going to leave and have some dinner. My granddaughter just left. My son just picked her up. So I've got some time to myself this evening. And Graylin, oh, good to see you, Graylin. You know, I think I'm going to start coming on Wednesday evenings later, because when I come on Wednesday mornings at 7, nobody is really up. So I think I'll start coming on Wednesday evenings. So it's wonderful to see all of you. And thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions concerning any of the events that I mentioned, just shoot me a message. I would appreciate it. And my Snuggles is down here. Let me show you who my... well, he's got his back to me. You really can't see him. But there's my Snuggles. There's my Snuggles. So anyway, have a great, great rest of your day, everybody. Take care of yourselves. And call somebody. If somebody you haven't heard from in a long time is by themselves especially, call them. Shoot them a message. Say, listen, I haven't heard from you in a while. Are you okay? Because they may be wanting to hear from somebody. So be kind to yourself. Take care of yourself. Be kind to somebody else. Always remember, I absolutely, positively love you all. You are human beings, and we should love one another. We should take care of one another and watch out for one another. In this society, it's so much dog eat dog and watch out for me and me. But let's take care of each other. Let's watch out for each other. Always remember, never forget. I love, love, love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Enjoy your weekend. But before you enjoy your weekend, come to Bingo Under the Stars on Thursday and to the podcast on Friday. Love you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.